Hello everyone, this is Gary from Fantastic Fundas, and today we are doing a topic called the salient features of the Constitution of India. It's a very easy topic, but just to make it more complex, आपके लिए मुश्किल कर देना सब. तो क्या I have added a new topic, and to it are called the constitutionalism. Don't worry, it's a very simple topic. What is constitutionalism? I will explain you at the end of the lecture. Actually, this topic of constitutionalism is associated with the concept of salient features of constitution only. Okay, so the first salient feature of the Constitution of India is that it's a written constitution. And when I say that it's a written constitution, we have already talked about this topic in the earlier full lecture on written and unwritten constitutions. Please go through that lecture if you do not know the difference between written and unwritten constitution. Then after that, we have that our constitution, the sources for our constitution are very varied. So what are those sources of our constitution? I will be talking to you about those sources, right? So let me begin those sources, or let me talk about that on a different page. The sources of our constitution, right? Okay, so what is the first source of our constitution? Is the Government of India Act 1935. Now this is the obvious thing to write first, because this is one of the largest sources of Indian constitution. Okay, so where did it come from? This comes from the federal scale. What does it show, right? Government of India comes from the British government. They enacted this law, but we also had few things from Government of India Act. And what are those things? That, for example, we have federal scheme, right? That is the division of power between the center and the state. So those things also there, right? So that's one, right? Then we have the concept of governor. आपको पता ही है, Britishers के पास governor generals तो उनके पास होते ही थे. तो the concept of governors, that also is coming from them only, right? So that is easier to remember actually. Then the concept of emergency, because Britishers were always looking for an opportunity to exploit Indians. So the concept of emergency is also coming from them, right? Then we have the concept of a public service commission, because we know Indian civil service was started by them. It's very easy, right? So these things came from the Government of India Act 1935. What else then did come? Then also came the from Britain. We got so many things from Britain, because law making process, that parliament law कैसे बनाएगी, ये हम वहाँ से लेकर आए. ये क्यों लेकर आए? क्योंकि देखिए, इंडिया के लिए भी लॉ पहले ब्रिटेन ही बना रहा था, एंड वो हमारे सिस्टम को सूट करता था. Why I'm saying you this? से हम कभी भी किसी का लॉ कॉपी नहीं करते. इट्स अ वेरी बैड वर्ड टू यूज इंडियन सेंस के अंदर, बिकॉज वी यूज दैट बिकॉज इट सूटेड आवर कंडीशन, राइट? इट्स समथिंग इज गुड. अगर कुछ if something is good for you, it's good for me, right? But if I do something good that you are already doing, it doesn't mean that I'm copying you. I'm doing it because it is good, right? Lot of people have made videos. Khan Academy has made videos. So many other people are making videos. Now when I make these videos, I'm not copying their ideas. I have my own ideas, but the basic, because it's good, that's why I'm doing it. Okay. We also got the concept of single citizenship from Britain. Single citizenship. आप कभी भी, you cannot say that you are a citizen of let's say Manipur or Mizoram or Punjab or Madhya Pradesh. You are a citizen of India, or you're a citizen of Tamil Nadu or Kerala or Andhra or Telangana, whatever, right? You're a citizen of India. That's all that matters, right? So we also got the concept of parliamentary system, right? Westminster model जिसे कहते हैं, parliamentary सिस्टम की पार्लियामेंट के मुताबिक होगा. जो पार्लियामेंट लॉ बनाएगी, पार्लियामेंट विल डू दिस, पार्लियामेंट विल डू दैट सिस्टम वी गॉट फ्रॉम ब्रिटेन, राइट? देन वी सो मेनी अदर थिंग, द कैबिनेट सिस्टम ऑफ गवर्नमेंट, द जो मिनिस्टर ऑफ स्टेट होते हैं, या फिर वी हैव प्राइम मिनिस्टर, या फिर बाई कैमरल लेजिस्लेचर, right? This upper house, lower house, right? That thing. Then Lok Sabha will be more powerful than the lower house, will be more powerful than the upper house, right? Lok Sabha more powerful than Rajya Sabha. This concept came from them. Then the concept of that the council of ministers are responsible to Lok Sabha and the speaker. This concept also came from Britishers only, right? So those were the things that came from Britishers. Very easy to remember. Then come USA. USA के नाम लेते हैं आपके मन में, पहली चीज जो आनी चाहिए वो होती है written constitution, because that is considered to be the earliest written constitution of the world. And then we have the concept of fundamental rights also coming from them. We know the Bill of Rights जो की amendment हुई थी वहाँ पे USA के अंदर. Then we have the concept of the preamble, right? Preamble का concept भी हम British USA से लेकर आए हैं. Then that the vice president of the country shall be chairman of the upper house. That concept came from them. And then this concept of president, that he's the executive head of the state. President is executive head of state. executive head. This concept we got from USA. Oh, this reminds me that even from Britain, right? This Britain over here, we also got the concept of कि nominal head, जो president होता है वो nominal head होगा queen की तरह ही, nominal head like queen. So that ये भी हमने ब्रिटिश अंग्रेजों से उठाया था. What else do we have? We have countries like Canada is there. Canada, USA का पड़ोसी Canada, ये भी कुछ दे के ही जाएंगे हमें. तो वो क्या चीज़ है? Let's talk about that. They gave us something very interesting. Strong center. So we are a federal with unitary tilt, and how this unitary tilt is there, I'll talk about it in the later part of the lecture. But here I'm talking about the strong center, right? So second thing that we got from that, residuary power to the state. Now schedule number 7, list number 1, and entry number 97. This is residual power of residuary powers. Now this we also got from Canada. This is very important thing to remember. ये Canada से आई थी, बचा खुचा. USA के बाद क्या बचता है? Canada ही बचता है वहाँ पे, तो बचा खुचा, ठीक है ना? So that's another thing that came from the Canada. Now we move to number 5, and from number 5 is the thing that we got, a country that comes next is Ireland. And Ireland, please remember that Ireland, no other country has so much focus on the word D. Canada even then, no, Ireland, and D means directive principles of state policy. Right, what are these? होता क्या है? FR से कैसे अलग होते हैं? We will talk about that. And then the method of presidential election, इंडिया के president को election कैसे किया जाएगा? This we took from president Ireland, right? According to few books and some coaching institutes, fundamental rights. Some fundamental right, they also came from Ireland. And then the concept of nominated members, वो होते हैं ना art, literature, science वाले, तो all those nominated members in Rajya Sabha, this concept also came from Ireland, right? So these are the few things, the few sources. I'll talk about more sources over here. Okay, let me do that. Sources we are doing, and okay, before this we did number 5 tak, and number 6. Okay, let me talk here. Number 6. And number 6 over here, after Ireland, I'll talk to you about Germany. That reminds me, Germany, Ireland का पास में ही है Germany. So Germany, and Germany से इनके constitution को पता है आपको क्या कहते हैं? It's called the Weimar Constitution. And what did we get from them? Germans are very strict people, so they take away things, right, just for remembering. Actually it is not so, but they are very strict people, disciplined people. So we got, हम बड़े एकदम सख्त लोग होते हैं ना ऐसे, मतलब अगर हिंदी में बोलें तो suspension of fundamental rights, suspension of FR during emergency is what we got. इमरजेंसी के दौरान फंडामेंटल राइट को निषेध कर दिया जाएगा, ठीक है. 358, 359 इसके आर्टिकल्स हैं. घबराइएगा मत, आर्टिकल नंबर देख के सब याद हो जाएंगे धीरे धीरे, ठीक है जी. कोई टेंशन वाली बात नहीं है इसके अंदर. राइट, नंबर 7 जर्मनी के बाद मैं आपको ले चलता हूँ ऑस्ट्रेलिया से हमने कुछ खास ज़्यादा नहीं लिया है. हाँ, एक चीज़ बड़ी इंपॉर्टेंट है, हमने उनसे कंकरेंट लिस्ट ली है. व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय कंकरेंट लिस्ट? ओके, द concurrent, I'll change the color, concurrent list, right? We got concurrent list from them. We got the concept of joint sitting. So many times it happens that the parliament is not able to pass the law. तो जो पार्लियामेंट जब लॉ नहीं पास कर पाती है तो उसके लिए जॉइंट सिटिंग होती है कई बार, तो उसके बारे में डिटेल करेंगे. लेकिन जस्ट इतना जानिए कि हमने ये कंसेप्ट कहाँ से उठाया है, ऑस्ट्रेलिया से. एंड फिर ट्रेड, कॉमर्स और इंटरकोर्स का जो कंसेप्ट है, ये भी हमने, ये जो राइट है हमारा अंडर कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन बिजनेस करने का, ये हमने जो राइट है ये भी हमने उन्हीं से उठाया. ट्रेड, कॉमर्स एंड इंटरकोर्स. आई एम सॉरी फॉर द स्पेलिंग, थोड़ा सा इसको जल्दी करेंगे. ओके, आई कैन राइट दिस अगेन फॉर यू. इंटरकोर्स, INTERCOURSE. इन वर्ड में क्या फ़र्क है, दैट वील ऑल्सो टॉक, राइट. सो व्हाट एल्स डू वी हैव? ऑस्ट्रेलिया हो गया. ऑस्ट्रेलिया से चलते हैं उसी लाइन में नीचे, उसी लैटिट्यूड पे ऑलमोस्ट. साउथ अफ्रीका इज इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर अस. इट इज अ ग्रेट कंट्री, रेनबो कंट्री. व्हाई इट इज कॉल्ड रेनबो कंट्री, साउथ अफ्रीका? If you know it, write the answer in the comment section. I know that. खैर इन एनी वे या आर्टिकल 368 के अंदर अगर आप कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन को अमेंड करना चाहते हो, यू हैव टू हैव 2/3 मेजोरिटी ऑफ द प्रेजेंट एंड द वोटिंग. This concept plus you need absolute majority under article 368. What is absolute majority? If you don't know, remember this, please go and refer to lecture of majorities. Now this concept, but this much concept that there shall be 2/3 of the president voting, this was taken from South Africa. एंड देन साउथ अफ्रीका से हमने लिया कि राज्यसभा के मेंबर का इलेक्शन कैसे होगा, राज्यसभा मेंबर इलेक्शन, ऐसी चीज़ हमने साउथ अफ्रीका से ली थी. ठीक है, लिखते रहिए इफ़ यू वांट टू राइट इट, लेकिन आई वुड सजेस्ट दैट प्लीज़ फोकस ऑन रिमेंबरिंग मोर. यहाँ पर थोड़ा रट्टा मारने की कोशिश कीजिए, साथ साथ चीज़ों को जोड़ने की कोशिश कीजिए. ठीक है, देन वी गो टू फ्रांस. फ्रांस को मैं कैसे भूल गया, पहले फ्रांस से तो हमने वो उठाया ना, लिबर्टी, इक्वालिटी, फ्रेटर्निटी. वर्ल्ड हिस्ट्री पढ़ाऊंगा तब ये करवाऊंगा अच्छे से डिटेल में about the origin of these words, the meaning of these words, and even in polity I'll talk about them. So liberty, equality, fraternity, that came from France. Liberty, equality, fraternity. Okay, so this came from France. Okay, so what else? From USSR, communists. इनसे क्या आएंगे, हमने USSR से उठाया था हमने, क्योंकि वो कम्युनिस्ट ही हैं. तो the thing that we picking up from them is फंडामेंटल ड्यूटीज़. आप क्या करोगे, ठीक है, देव बाकी सब तो कर रहे हैं. ठीक है, फिर इनसे हमसे कॉन्सेप्ट उठाया हमने इनसे जस्टिस का, जिसके अंदर हम बात करते हैं सोशो इकोनॉमिक एंड पॉलिटिकल जस्टिस. प्लीज रिमेंबर द प्रियम्बल ऑफ इंडिया थॉरली बाय हार्ट. प्रियम्बल ऑफ इंडिया का रट्टा मार लीजिए तो जस्टिस, सोशो इकोनॉमिक, पॉलिटिकल जो ये कंसेप्ट है कुछ ये आ रहा है. एंड देन फाइनली हमने कुछ जापान से भी उठाया है, और उनसे हमने उठाया है जापान. नंबर 11 इज जापान, एंड इनसे हमने उठाया है द कंसेप्ट ऑफ procedure established by law. ये कहाँ लिखे है कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में हमारे? This is written in the article 21 of the constitution. Please remember this article by heart. So these are the sources of the constitution that we have, right? So but then I would like to mention you one more thing before moving ahead, that you know, that these sources can come as an independent question also, right? So it would be better if you focus on them as a separate question also. Number 3, that thing, the feature of the Indian constitution, that's a voluminous constitution. Voluminous constitution. It's a huge constitution. Voluminous. Okay, let me write it clearly over here. Voluminous constitution. Why it is such a huge constitution now? That is the question. Because we wanted, it was a complex administration in India, right? Complex administration, and you know, there was a provisions, provisions for all the people, right? So we have detailed provisions, right? And these detailed provisions were created so that there is no conflict between any two people, or there is no confusion left, so that there is no, और इसलिए इतनी डिटेल लिखनी पड़ गई, इसलिए ये जो है थोड़ा कॉम्प्लेक्स हो गया. ठीक है जी, तो दिस लाइक वन थिंग, राइट. फिर दूसरी बात इसके अंदर आती है, वो है डेमोक्रेसी की. एंड व्हाट इज दैट? डेमोक्रेसी. बिकॉज वी आर अ डेमोक्रेसी, तो हमें क्या करना था, फंडामेंटल राइट्स के बारे में हमें बात करनी पड़ी, सेपरेट चैप्टर लिख के देना पड़ा. ठीक है ना, कि ये चीज़ें होंगी, ये आपके राइट्स हैं. तो वहाँ पर भी बात आ जाती है कि हमारा कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन बड़ा होता जाता है हमें, क्योंकि डिटेल्ड बातें करनी पड़ रही थी. हमारी कंट्री इतनी कॉम्प्लेक्स है कि उसको इतना बड़ा कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन को होना ही पड़ा. ठीक है ना जी. तो फिर अभी और आगे चलते हैं, इसके बारे में बात करते हैं. Because we are a federal constitution, so that is another aspect of that, why we have such a huge constitution, because there had to be division of between the center and the state of the powers. Center और state के बीच में powers की division होनी, तो वो समझाने के अंदर, बातें लिखने के अंदर बहुत जगह चली गई, right? And फिर we have multiple sources of constitution. तो multiple sources of constitution, जिसकी वजह से भी हमारा constitution थोड़ा बल्कि हो जाता है. And then, you know, our society is a plural society. We have such a diverse constitution in our society. For example, there is somebody from the north, somebody is a Manipuri, somebody is a Tibetan, and somebody is a Punjabi or a Kashmiri. So all of them have different, so many cultures, religions, ethnicities. so many different things. Because of that, we have to make a space for everyone, because that also makes our constitution bulky. And then we have some independent bodies. Not all constitution in the world have those. For example, we have UPSC, or we have Election Commission of India, or we have Comptroller and Auditor General, or such things. So all these, they make the big constitution, right? So that is why we have such a bulky constitution. Just to sum it up, because we have detailed provisions, so there is no conflict or confusion, because we have fundamental rights, federalism, and multiple sources, and pluralism, and sixth thing is this various provisions of different organizations make it a bulky constitution on the planet, right? One of the bulkiest, actually. Okay, so what else is the salient feature of our constitution? We have okay, I'll just write it in yellow only. We have parliamentary democracy. Parliamentary democracy, right? What do you mean by parliamentary democracy? Now, parliamentary democracy is the one where the member of the legislature, they provide the executive, right? इसका मतलब क्या है कि जो लोग legislature बनाते हैं, those people who are making the legislature, they only come up and be a part of the executive, right? For example, if just to put it easier, समझाने के लिए अगर आपको मैं थोड़ा और easy बोलूं, that see what happens, that in parliamentary legislature, what is happening, that the council of minister, right? We know what happened, that we have a council of minister. All these ministers, Parikar is there, and then Rajyavardhan Rathore is there, Smriti Irani, all these people. So all these people, they make council of ministers, and these council of ministers, they are, ये कहाँ से आते हैं? Can you be a council of minister? As such, you cannot be. You have to be a member of parliament. So member of parliament. So we say that is, in other words, and every member of parliament is a legislator. So जो हमारे legislator ही हैं, वो ही कहाँ पर आ रहे हैं. And this council of minister, this essentially is an executive function. एग्जेक्टिव जो एग्जीक्यूट करे, अमली जामा दे किसी चीज को, दैट इज कॉल्ड एग्जेक्टिव, राइट? सो दीज आर द एग्जेक्टिव. सो इन पार्लियामेंट्री डेमोक्रेसी, what is happened in democracy, people choose the government, you and me go to vote and choose the government. And in parliamentary democracy what happened, that the legislature जो होता है वहीं से एग्जेक्टिव आता है. और ऐसा क्यों है? why did we do so? we do so ताकि और अच्छी डेमोक्रेसी, देयर इज बेटर डेमोक्रेसी. एग्जेक्टिव को भी इनडायरेक्टली चाहे चुना, बट इट इज अस ओनली हु इलेक्टेड, बिकॉज आउट ऑफ द पीपल वी इलेक्टेड, ओनली दोज कैन बी पार्ट ऑफ एग्जेक्टिव. सो दैट इज हाउ इट इज, राइट? सो जो काउंसिल ऑफ मिनिस्टर्स होते हैं, जो ये कलेक्टिवली रिस्पॉन्सिबल होते हैं. ये क्वेश्चन अक्सर पेपर में आता है. दे आर कलेक्टिवली रिस्पॉन्सिबल टू द लोकसभा एंड द काउंसिल ऑफ मिनिस्टर्स जो होते हैं. एंड ऑब्वियसली दे आर वेरियस डिवाइसेस टू रिमूव देम. उसके बारे में हम आगे जाके बात करेंगे. एट द सेम टाइम हियर आई वुड लाइक टू टॉक अबाउट अ वर्ड. लेट मी पुट डिफरेंट कलर फॉर दैट, एंड दैट वर्ड इज प्रेसिडेंशियल डेमोक्रेसी. अब ये यूएसए के अंदर पार्लियामेंट्री डेमोक्रेसी नहीं है. दे हैव presidential form of democracy. What is this presidential? In this form, that president is directly elected by the people, right? And he is not responsible to the House of Representative. USA के अंदर जैसे होता है, ठीक है? और इनफैक्ट जो कैबिनेट मिनिस्टर होता है, द कैबिनेट मिनिस्टर इन यूएसए, ही कैन नॉट बी अ मेंबर ऑफ हाउस ऑफ कांग्रेस, राइट? सो जो ऐसा सिस्टम है, right? So such things are there, right? But you don't need to know much detail about that. So that was about the parliamentary democracy, which is a very unique feature of one of the salient features of Indian Constitution, right? And what do we have? Number 5. Okay, so number 5 is federal policy. We are a federal country, right? Federalism. Enough has been said about it already. बहुत कुछ पहले ही बोल चुका हूँ फेडरलिज्म पे. Just in case you want to know that how do we have federalism in India, I'll prove it to you that we have federalism in India. How? Okay, let's talk about it. Right? We have a single citizenship concept. That's proves single citizenship, right? This proves that there is federalism in India. Okay, what else is there? Right? Though even though this is Jammu and Kashmir, they have a separate, so many separate laws. Even then, we have a single constitution. Essentially, a citizen of Jammu Kashmir is a citizen of India also, right? Second, now Parliament has the power. Parliament can make law on central list and state list also under certain provisions, right? ये कब हो सकता है उसके बारे में विल टॉक. वैसे आई हैव ऑलरेडी टॉक्ड अबाउट इट वंस अर्लियर इन अर्लियर लेक्चर, राइट. Then emergency proves when center controls the state that we have federalism in India. What else proves that we have federalism? We have integrated judiciary. This also proves, right, integrated judiciary. Now this also shows that we have all India services. All India, पूरे भारत में सर्विसेज होती है ये, ठीक है. पूरे भारत के अंदर आप सेवा करते हो इसमें जाके. Then we have Election Commission of India, which also conducts elections, जैसे सेंटर यूनियन इलेक्शन, जो जनरल इलेक्शंस होते हैं सेंटर के, दो उसके अंदर स्टेट के अंदर भी तो यही रोल प्ले कर रहे होते हैं इलेक्शन कमीशन ऑफ इंडिया, राइट. Then what do we have? We have unequal representation of states in councils, which Rajya Sabha, right? Rajya Sabha के अंदर states have unequal representation, which also show. Then we have Niti Aayog now, which earlier was Planning Commission. Now we have Niti Aayog, right? National Institution for Transformation of India, right? So this institution also is there, which has replaced Planning Commission. This also proves that we have federalism in India, because this जो भी ये काम करेगी टैक्स की अंदर डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन कैसे होगी and all that all those things are being talked about them only. Number 6. So what else? What is the salient feature of Indian Constitution? We'll talk about it. Okay. So welfare state. We are a welfare state. Okay. सो वेलफेयर स्टेट का कंसेप्ट क्या है, दैट एट द टाइम ऑफ इंडिपेंडेंस क्या हुआ था, हमारे यहाँ पर बड़ी बुरे गरीबी थी, ठीक है ना, और हिस्टोरिकली भी हमारी बहुत सारी सोशल डिवीजन थी. तो पॉवर्टी एंड सोशल डिवीजन, जो ये शेड्यूल रहा, हम कितना, मतलब एक जो जनरल कैटेगरी के बहुत सारे लोग इनको इतना बैकवर्ड मान के चलते हैं, राइट. आई एम नॉट डिबेटिंग ऑन द इशू ऑफ रिजर्वेशन, दैट्स अ वेरी डिफरेंट टॉपिक, विल टॉक अबाउट इट सम टाइम, right. But here in the concept of welfare state, मैं इसको आपको origin बता रहा हूँ. We have so many schemes called NREGA. So essentially our constitution, through the policy of directive principle of state policy, makes us a welfare state, right. We have policy of affirmative action. So even fundamental rights से affirmative action आता है. जो आपका ये reservation का concept है, वो fundamental right के concept से आया है कि affirmative action लेना पड़ेगा to give equality, यानी कि सबको बराबर लाने के लिए कुछ एक्स्ट्रा करना जो पड़ रहा है. विल टॉक, दिस इज एफर्मेटिव एक्शन. एफर्मेटिव एक्शन को लीगल भाषा में ऑल्सो नोन एज पॉजिटिव डिस्क्रिमिनेशन, राइट. पॉजिटिव डिस्क्रिमिनेशन, देखिए डिस्क्रिमिनेशन पॉजिटिव कभी भी नहीं हो सकती. एंड अगर नॉर्मल इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज में देखें, नॉर्मली इन इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज, हाउ कैन द वर्ड डिस्क्रिमिनेशन बी एवर पॉजिटिव? So how do we make it positive? We made it positive through the through the concept of fundamental rights, right. This is a classifier. This word classifies discrimination. It's a positive. We'll talk about it. खैर अभी छोड़ते हैं अभी के लिए, right. So these are the few things which form part of the salient feature of our constitution. What else do we have? We have a concept called fundamental rights, right. Fundamental rights. This is so we know enough about it. We'll talk about it. We have equality, freedom. We have rights against exploitation, religion. Our preamble says that, right. Then we have concept of directive principles of state policy. This concept, is a very unique concept actually. इसमें क्या होता है, कुछ ऐसी चीजें हैं, it has certain provisions in it which are binding on the state, but they're not justifiable. They are not even binding. They are guidelines for the state. ठीक है ना, कि स्टेट को, जो गवर्नमेंट है, स्टेट जब मैं कहता हूँ मीन्स गवर्नमेंट, व्हेनेवर आई स्टेट आई मीन गवर्नमेंट, दैट गवर्नमेंट हैज टू वर्क इन दिस पर्टिकुलर मैनर. वी आर अ सेकुलर कंट्री. आजकल बहुत इसका कल मुद्दा छिड़ा हुआ. विल टॉक अबाउट इट इन डिटेल लेटर ऑन व्हेन आई टॉक टू यू अबाउट फंडामेंटल राइट्स, राइट. देन वी हैव अ यूनिफाइड एंड हायरार्किकल एंड इंडिपेंडेंट जुडिशरी. तो कैसी? वी हैव अ जुडिशरी विच इज इंडिपेंडेंट. This topic becomes very important these days. You might have read a lot this word, independence of judiciary. So second is hierarchical, right. We have lower court, then there we have session court, and then we have high court, and then we Supreme Court, right. So we have hierarchical. Okay, right, you got it, right. Okay, let me write it again for you people. Hierarchical, ठीक है. हायरार्की है, छोटा बड़ा, ऊपर ऊपर बड़े होते जा रहे हैं. देन वी हैव व्हाट यू कॉल दिस यूनिफाइड जुडिशरी सिस्टम, राइट. एक से अपील टूटी नहीं हुई जुडिशरी, अनलाइक यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स, ठीक है. लाइक जजेस ऑफ द सुप्रीम कोर्ट एंड हाई कोर्ट, राइट. अगर मैं बात करूं इंडिपेंडेंस है, दे हैव द सिक्योरिटी ऑफ सर्विस, दे कैन नॉट बी रिमूव्ड सो इजीली. खैर Then we have concept of universal adult franchise, यानी वोट डालने का अधिकार, article 326, 327. So these are few things, right, which make our constitution. These are the few salient features in सब के बारे में, and apart from this, so many other things I will be talking to you very soon about the coming lectures. लेकिन जब भी आपको question आ जाए salient features of the constitution, कम से कम आप ये बातें तो जरूर लिखिएगा, right? I'll quickly end the lecture, but before that, I would like to talk to you about something that I talked about at the beginning of the lecture, and this is known as the concept of constitutionalism. Constitutionalism means that wherever there is rule of law, constitutionalism, right? That there is rule of constitution. It essentially means that that how constitution would be working, right? That how constitution that's not how constitution would be working. In fact, that how it is the rule of the constitution, right? It is a political philosophy, right? It's a philosophy, jo word hai constitutionalism. What it means that it's a political spirit. In other words, it's a political spirit. Let me put it this way: it's a political spirit, right? Or it's a philosophy. And what does it say? The constitutionalism that functions of the government, right? जो government functions हैं, right? They must be as per constitution, right? Government functions as per constitution makes what we call constitutionalism, right? ये होता है constitutionalism. और इंडिया के अंदर हमारे कुछ चीज़ें हैं जो मैंने आपसे सेलिएंट फीचर्स की अभी बातें की हैं, वो सारी चीज़ें आप अगर लॉ गवर्नमेंट उसके मुताबिक चलेगी, देन वी हैव कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनलिज्म इन इंडिया, राइट? नाउ मेनी कंट्रीज कैन हैव कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन, नॉट एवरीवन वुड हैव कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनलिज्म, राइट? सो यू कैन यूज दिस वर्ड, यू कैन प्ले, आप इस वर्ड के साथ कहीं खेल सकते हैं, कहीं इसको मेंशन कर सकते हैं, कुछ ऐसा कर सकते हैं कहीं पर भी, ठीक है? तो दिस विल हेल्प यू in writing a better answer, the use of this word. Okay, so finally, at the end, I would just request you one thing. Please, आप share कर दीजिए इस वीडियो को on your social media channels. That make things easier for me. When I see more number of subscribers coming and more likes and more comments, that keeps me excited to make more videos. और मैं जल्दी videos भी तभी बना पाता हूँ when I'm excited, right? कि मुझे लगता है कि हाँ चल रहा है, सबको पसंद आ रहा है. Let me know your views. And second thing is, अगर आप चाहते हैं कि ये सारी videos के updates आपकी ईमेल के अंदर ही आ जाएं, तो आप नीचे इस सब्सक्राइब बटन पे क्लिक कीजिए. There you have it, the subscribe button. And if you click on this, you can have all the videos on your email directly, right? So that is all, and thank you for watching.